Hey, Jacket fans, it's Andy Demetri. You know, Georgia Tech football players work hard each week to get ready for game day, but that also means they can never experience a game day tailgate. So we thought, no problem, why not bring a little taste of tailgating to them and learn a little more about them in the process. It's time for some conversation, some competition, and oh yeah, some cornhole. It's time for bagging rights. Joining us today, representing the offensive lineman from Gainesville, Georgia, Jordan Williams. Representing the defense, cornerback from Atlanta, Miles Sims. All right, here's how the game works, guys. You get 4 tosses per inning. If you land it on the board, you get 1 point. If you land it in the hole, you get 3. No cancellation scoring. We're not pros, so all your points will count, and we will play to 15. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Sure.
Let's get it.
Miles, you are the elder statesman, so we will let you toss first, but that also means that you get to answer my first question. And Jamin Brooks joked with me last year that his number 0 would be the most sought-after uniform number in the offseason. You won that battle royale for it. Why did you want the number so badly, and what does the number 0 mean to you?
Well, the number 0 actually means a lot to me. Let me just say this, number is just a number. It does not define the player, but I wanted 0 because there was a famous quote that Gandhi had quoted that the element of 0, you know, one does not reach 0 unless he goes through a lot of hard work, a lot of selfless nights, selfless days, you know, a non-selfish lifestyle, you know, a lot of hard work goes into being 0. 0 is a starting and a finish point. You have to reach 0 before you can do anything else.
Very profound. And I like that you're not so dedicated to the number 0 that you don't have 0 points in this inning. Already 1 for 1. You can keep tossing. Jordan, did you have anything as profound in choosing your number 54, by the way?
For me, no. I mean, I've had 54 for a while now. Oh, bruh.
In the hole.
Bruh.
I think he was sandbagging on you a little bit here.
No warm-up shots, he was capping.
All right, that one is not going to count, but 2 plus 3 off to 5 points. Jordan, you got to play some catch-up, but that's okay. My first question for you, offensive linemen don't have highlights in the traditional way. We think of highlights like touchdowns or interceptions in Miles' case, but I do want to know, what's been your favorite block that you've thrown in your Georgia Tech career? Something that made you say, yeah, I cleaned that guy out pretty good.
My favorite block so far? It'll probably have to be Miami, a block in Miami last year, or a block I had against NC State my freshman year.
Okay. Do you remember the one versus Miami last year?
Not really. I want to say I was like blocking down, and I hit the D lineman's hip, sent him flying to the side, but then I kind of also climbed up to the next level and like cleaned the next dude. So I feel like that's one of my favorite.
Nice toss there.
Okay.
How would you describe the sensation of throwing a perfect block? Is it like hitting the sweet spot of a bat in baseball? How would you describe that?
Hey, that was flip.
It doesn't feel like that. I know that. Not quite 5-1 with 1 toss left.
Offense is gonna come back in this game. That's all. We ain't really
nicely
worried.
done. 5-2 through 1 inning. All right, second inning, Jordan, you're going to go first again. I understand that you and some of your offensive line mates and some other guys on the team, big anime guys.
Okay.
What's the appeal of anime to a guy like 6'6" Jordan Williams?
I've been watching anime since I was a kid. Like, my brother was the one that really put me on with anime, and it kind of just stuck throughout my life. So, but coming around, like, people used to not really talk about it like that, and like I was one of those people that didn't really talk about it. But like, if I'm around somebody and they like it and they say something about it, like, we can always have a good conversation. Dang, man, this is sad. We can always have a good little conversation.
Talking and tossing is harder than it sounds.
No, it ain't. It's not. Look, I'm about to come back to back.
Okay. Well, one last question here on animes. You almost got another one in the hole. What is the one anime show that you feel you have the most encyclopedic knowledge of?
Okay. Most encyclopedic. I'm gonna have to give it to Pokemon, but it's so many shows like that got like a crazy plot, like Attack on Titan and stuff, that I could just explain like it's the back of my hand.
Okay. Well, you didn't catch them all, but you did get 3 points there.
Hey,
Miles,
man, wait, I did hit the board though. That don't
No, I
count.
don't
Here's
count.
the thing, though. It hit the turf first. If it hits the turf, then the board. We can't count it.
No, I'm talking about the one all the way in the back. It hit the top, it hit the board, then rolled off.
That
on the
doesn't
ground.
count either.
Oh,
Hey,
I missed the rules. I missed the
Yeah,
rules.
no.
You win some, you lose some.
You get 1 foot in
Hey, we
bounds in
tied up.
football.
We
That's a
tied up right
catch.
now.
You get it on the board and it slides off. That's no points in cornhole. All right, Miles. It probably sounds a little unnatural for me to call you Miles because everybody around the program knows you as Spider. Put on the record for everyone when you got this nickname, how you got it.
All right, so this nickname is a long story, but I'll be able to tell it. So when I was a kid, when I was a younger kid, probably like 6th grade or 5th grade, closer to my middle school days, my body was not as developed as it was now, so my torso was very short. My limbs were longer, so my legs and my hip bone was up to here more than anything else, and my arms were long. So you saw me standing straight up next to my peers, you're like, man, this man look like a spider. And I used the name Spider to leverage my marketing in high school in recruiting, because you have many players with the name of Miles. Oh man, but you don't have a lot of players with the name Spider. And so I was playing a defensive back position where you had to guard receivers. It goes hand in hand, okay? Well,
Kind of catch him in your web.
you know what I'm saying? I can catch them in the web, and then I also look like a spider, so I resemble one. So why not call them Spider?
I like that. How does Spider Sims do with actual spiders?
I don't fear nothing but God.
So no arachnophobia in Spider Sims. Did Spider Sims ever dress up as Spider-Man for Halloween?
Okay. Hey, you folding right now though.
No, I have never dressed up as Spider-Man for Halloween, but I have dressed up as a horror movie, Scream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got the Scream mask?
I like horror movies.
Okay. You are currently up, by the way, 7 to 5, following that toss, just hanging on the board.
At least it didn't go in.
There we go.
Hey, it's
But
still
you
a game.
closed the gap.
It's still a game.
2-point margin going to the 3rd inning. All right, guys, in the 3rd inning, Miles, we're going to let you toss first. And in this inning, I want you guys to brag on your teammates. Miles, as you get set to toss, give me the Georgia Tech wide receiver that makes you glad that you only have to defend him in practice and not in an actual game. And why?
I'd say I like to guard every receiver that steps on the island. One receiver that does give me the most competition that I appreciate is EJ.
EJ Jenkins.
From South Carolina, for sure. And the reason for that is because his size and his frame is significantly larger than mine, and I'm pretty big as a corner. And I don't think there will be any more competition like him in our division. So I appreciate going against him every day in practice.
EJ Jenkins, 6'7", joining the wide receiver core this year. We're not going to give you that one. There was another in the hole for 3 points. Miles Sims, another former Georgia Tech defensive back you got to know before you ever knew that you would become a Yellow Jacket, and that was Corey Griffin. Explain this relationship that you have with Corey dating back a few years.
Yes, me and Corey actually trained together while I was younger, and me growing up and going through recruitment, I saw his recruitment happen at an earlier time than mine, and I got the chance to actually grasp some of his teachings and seeing what college football was like before I even got to college. Corey's a great mentor, he's a great friend, and he's doing a lot of good things in this world, and I really appreciate everything he's done for me and then for the youth and everybody else who watches and look up to him.
Very nice. All right, Jordan, trailing 11-5. I want to ask you about the relationship you have with Jeff Sims, because you guys mirror each other's careers in many respects. You guys were starters very early in your true freshman season. We know about the relationship between an offensive lineman protecting his quarterback. Do you feel like kindred spirits with Jeff in a way?
Well, me and Jeff, our whole early enrollee group, we've been super close ever since that. So it's really, we all got the same amount of respect and all that. And we got our own little group, Diane Bree and all that. So shout out them boys, all of them. We got the same amount of love for all of us.
All right, keep on tossing these to try to close this gap on Miles. I want to ask you a similar question as Miles, though.
Hey, whoa, that's gotta count. Hey, camera, you can zoom in on that. You can zoom in on that.
It doesn't go in.
Hey, bro, that's more than halfway. No, that junk gotta be like
Before
off
I
of
ask-
yours. It gotta be standing up on yours.
But before I ask the next question,
Come on, boy.
you got to actually knock it down to get the 3 points. It's 1 point right now, but you at least have something to aim for. Let me ask you a similar question that I asked Miles. Who is the defensive lineman that makes you say, Jordan, I'm glad I only have to try blocking him at practice. Good luck to whoever has to try to do it in the game. And why?
Since I'm a tackle, I'm gonna go with some DNs. I'm gonna have to say, it's either Keon or K9.
Keon White, Cal
Yeah,
Kennard?
because
Okay.
you got Keon who got like the size and the frame and the strength, and then it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You got K9 on the other end that got all the speed and footwork that can like get you like shaky. So it's definitely good work on both sides.
Let's see if you can continue your good work in this inning.
on now.
That one knocked down, so you get the 3. You got 4.
That don't count.
That's a half point.
Trying to change the rules on us.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
Oh no, he did. Oh!
A 5-point round, though, and it's
Well,
now
that was
11 to
good.
10 as we
10-11.
move into our 4th inning.
That was good.
On bagging rights. 11 to 10. Jordan, you are trailing, but you are tossing first. Remember,
Yeah.
we're playing to 15. Even if you get 15 in this inning, Miles, you will have a chance to tie or exceed Jordan. So, I want to ask you about growing up. Offensive linemen, we tend to always think of them as bigger than your peers. And you were always taller than your peers, you said, in Gainesville, Georgia, but you weren't always necessarily bigger. You said you were kind of skinny as a kid?
Oh yeah, I was. So in elementary school, and anybody that knows me from elementary school, they'll tell you I was the fastest kid in school. But I wasn't big yet. I wasn't big. I was just tall and quick.
And you also had a hobby as you were a kid, still in elementary school, that might not seem fitting for an offensive lineman. You like to skateboard. You had a skateboard phase, you told me?
Yeah, so growing up and playing, I played a lot of video games, and Skate 3, Skate 3 had me in like a chokehold. So that game was, so I picked up my skateboard in the garage, and I was just trying stuff. Dang.
Pressure's on.
I can't talk. I'm going for
Money
the
though. Your money.
Now you got 1. Let's see if you can finish off with a strong score.
It caught me out my peripheral.
Oh, okay.
I got to refocus.
It's all about concentration. Really quickly, though, you knew how to do a kickflip when you were younger?
Bro, that's got to land.
Did you land a kickflip? Speaking
I
of
did land
landing?
a kickflip. I
Oh,
did
thanks.
land a kickflip. I definitely can't do it anymore though. But
Well, what you have done is, for the moment, take the lead with those 2 1-point tosses, so it's now 12 to 11 as we go back to Miles.
wait, so he can win
Six.
right here.
You got to get to 15, but yeah, Miles, you're in a position, if you can get 5 points, some combination of your
Dang.
tosses, to be the inaugural bagging rights winner.
All right.
Pressure's on. You feel good?
Yeah, I feel great.
Whoa, okay. Before we start.
You about to ask a question? I got it in my head.
Cut. I'm just playing. I can't. What if he knocks mine in?
If he knocks yours in by accident, you get the 3 points.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
You got to have some finesse here, Miles. We'll
Hey,
let you
I
toss.
got some blockers set up right now.
You thought this was all fun and games.
Hey, peek that center in that offensive guard right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is we off the record right now?
Oh, we're on.
Okay.
I'll ask you the question, though. You told me, speaking of hobbies outside of football, that you're a pretty talented musician. You know how to play several different instruments.
Yeah. Growing up, I was in the jazz band. I played saxophone as well. I love the saxophone because I used to like to freestyle on the saxophone, make my own chords, my own melodies and stuff like that.
Okay.
Also the guitar and the piano.
Very nice.
And I also like being in the community as well.
Okay.
I love the community.
That's always good to hear. Speaking of your talents with musical instruments, do you still, when you find a piano, like to twinkle the ivories a little bit?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
And my favorite song to play on there is a song by Alicia Keys. I forgot the name of it, but
it's an Alicia
quite
Keys
complex.
song. I was gonna
you know,
say, yeah.
You know it's complex.
Twinkle, twinkle,
It's not
little star.
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Nah.
All right, Miles.
Can I shade right?
You can shade right. Why not?
Whoa.
Are you trying to knock his off the board?
Oh yeah, he trying to knock my. Hey boy, you gonna lose playing like that?
Ooh.
Oh, what?
Oh, I'm up by
So
one.
2 apiece. You maintain the 1-point lead as we go to another inning in bagging rights. 13-12 Miles Sims, again, first to 15, but you gotta have the highest score in order to win. And I wanna ask you guys both this. Miles, for you, what has you so excited about the defense this upcoming season? What makes you believe this is a defense that's gonna cause a lot of Jeff Collins approved mayhem and make life really difficult for opposing offenses starting Labor Day night versus Clemson?
Our communication is what's gonna keep us in the game, and our grit and our effort. You know what I'm saying? We're a different type of team this year. We're just gonna be flying to the ball, flying around, and getting turnovers. And everybody's gonna be at home enjoying what they're watching and going up from there.
I'll see what you got in the air right now.
Yes, sir.
Up 13-12.
3-point. Free. Splash. 3.
Oh, come on.
3.
You got 15.
Oh, yeah, that's what
See
we
if
like
you
to
can add
see.
to that, make it tough for Jordan.
Yep.
Bruh.
Knocked it in,
Oh,
so
wait,
that
no,
gives you
he took
4.
But he
so
knocked
that
one
gives
off.
you 17. That does count in cornhole.
Yes, sir.
And trust me,
All right.
I know cornhole. So, Jordan, you still have a chance, though. You're down 17-12. You got to get 5 to tie, 6 to win with your 5 tosses. Think you can do it? First, though, you got to answer me this
I can do
question
it.
because you have been working in this new offense under coordinator Chip Long since the spring. What has you so excited that this is an offense that is going to light up the scoreboard each and every weekend on the flats?
We definitely gonna light up the scoreboards because we got like so many weapons on the field now, and it's hard to just try to make a game plan for just one person now. So you got a game plan, a lot of things about our offense, a lot of people on the offense, and that's just gonna help us a lot.
I know you'll be looking to score a lot of 6s.
Come on.
Can
Come
you
on.
get 6? You already got 3.
What? Hey, that angle don't even make no sense though.
First shot.
As a hush falls over the crowd to tie.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen,
man.
we have finished with a tie.
Oh,
17
wait. Hey,
points
bring that back.
each. You needed 5 to tie, 6 to win. And considering how well you guys toss the bags around, I think it's only fitting that we have co-champions of our first bagging rights. Miles Sims, Jordan Williams,
all right.
job well done.
Thank you.
Respect,
Appreciate it.
man. Dang.